Hello everyone, I am Shine and you are watching Civil Engineering Tips channel. This is the 10th tutorial of Shear Wall Design in ETABS playlist. In this tutorial, we will learn how to mesh shear walls. Walls will transfer the loads in a correct way even without meshing. If we go to this Analyze option and click on this Automatic Rectangular Mesh Settings for Walls, here we will see that our walls are already meshed by a default size which is 4 feet by 4 feet. This is a default value for shear walls by ETABS. Let's click on OK option. If we run this model, we will get a particular displacement. To get that displacement, we will click on this Run button. I am clicking on here.
Shine.
Now let's get the displacement for earthquake load, and I am clicking on this Show Deform Shape icon and choosing the load pattern as EX and clicking on Apply and OK. And now if I hold the cursor on the corner point of this lift core, the displacement will be shown and it is 1.081662. Let's note this displacement. Now let's unlock this model and click on OK and go to Select option, then Select and Object Type and select all the walls and click on Select and Close and give a right click and click on Show Selected Objects Only. Then only the shear walls will be visible in the screen. Let's give a right click and hide the grid systems. And now I will select a shear wall and give a right click and go to this Wall Meshing options, and here it is non-default. So the displacement we got just now was for a default meshing which is 4 feet by 4 feet. Now let's click on OK and press escape. The displacement value for this state is 1.08 on 662. Now we will try another meshing and compare the displacement value. For that we have to know how to mesh the wall. So further ado, let's dive into the main tutorial. To mesh a shear wall for different size other than 4 feet, then we have to follow some other process. Before doing that, we have to select the shear wall. I am going to this Select option and clicking on Select and go to Object Type and select the walls and click on Select and Close. And now we will go to this Assign option and hold the cursor on this Shell option and go to this Wall Auto Mesh options. Go to this Auto Rectangular Mesh and click on this Advanced Modify or Show Auto Rectangular Mesh Settings. Click on here. Here we can see that 4 feet size is given. Let's decrease it to 2 feet and click on OK and click on OK option. So our shear walls are meshed by a different site, and now we will go to this Analysis option.
Shine.
Now we will get the displacement for earthquake load, and I will go to this Show Deform Shape. I'm clicking here and choosing the load pattern as EX and clicking on OK. And now I will hold the cursor on the top right corner of the lift core shear wall, and now here the value is little bit different and it is 1.125739, which is larger. So meshing is important and it has effect on the analysis and design process. Here in this grid system we have 6 number of stories. Now we will draw shear walls. For that I am going to click on this icon and choosing all 8 and drawing shear wall from this point to this point, and from other stories I am clicking on this point and going to this opposite diagonal point like this. So here we have 6 number of shear walls for 6 stories, and I am not gonna apply any kind of other super dead or live load on these walls. I'm just simply clicking on this Run Analysis. When the run analysis is complete, we will see that a separation is visible in here and this is not correct. Let's hide the grid system to understand the fact more clearly. I am clicking on this set grid systems visibility. To solve this problem, we have to follow some other way, and for that we have to unlock this model first. I'm clicking on this unlock the model icon and clicking on OK, and now we will select all these shear walls like this and go to assign and click on shell and go to auto edge constraint option. Here the do not create edge constraints option is checked. Now we will follow this second option, create edge constraints around. I'm clicking on here and I'm checking both for walls and floors and click on OK. Let's run the model again. Here we can see that these walls are not separated anymore and it is being deflected in a correct way. So this is all for today, and this is all about meshing of shear wall in ETABS. Stay happy, stay safe, see you in the next tutorial.